Hi folks, so again today just been at Victoria at the Passage. A very interesting group again. Had some new different people come to the group today. Really cool. Anyway, so yeah, I thought I'd just go for a little wander as I usually do after the Anger group. It's becoming a bit of a thing, this, isn't it? Anyway, so I decided to go a completely different way than I normally go, just for something different. So we're heading towards Battersea. Might even end up at Battersea Park, yeah, I'm not sure. Kind of see how I feel when I get down towards so by the way, there's the power station, look. Old Battersea power station. It's been sort of derelict for decades, and now of course they're doing the thing up, turning it into a shopping complex, apartments and all this sort of thing, and blah blah blah. But yeah, they're keeping the iconic towers of the old power station, and yeah, be quite something to see once it's finished. And of course here we've got the approach to Victoria train station, so you get a lot of trains on this section here. There's even some train sheds over there, look. So for my train enthusiasts out there that do follow my channel, I am a big lover of trains as well, but I don't necessarily I'm not a train spotter or whatever. Ooh, whoop, whoop. You know, so I'm not necessarily into trains in that sense necessarily, but I do love trains. I love it's my preferred mode of travel, and yeah, funny enough, I've just been watching a couple of channels that have model railways, and I must admit I do like model railways. They're absolutely fantastic and cool, but again, I'm not necessarily, I don't own one, and I'm not no intentions of owning one, but I like models of realistic things, actually. I do, I must admit I do like that, and some are really amazing actually to see. The detail is incredible, but yeah, I do like trains. I always have done ever since a kid, and steam trains are flipping awesome. Absolutely love steam engines. My dad took me to a place called Gould once, somewhere in Yorkshire, I believe. Is it Yorkshire? I think it's Yorkshire, somewhere. Can't remember this. I was about 8 years old, 8 or 9 years old, and my dad took me to this place, and I stood on the footplate of a steam engine. Wow, what an experience! You know, there's a shoveling coal into the firebox, and oh, it was awesome, man. The click-clack and the flipping noises and the steam, and it was awesome. What an experience. I do love steam trains. They're like living creatures almost. They're almost alive, you know, the noises they make, and just the whole organic sense of them. Even though they're made out of steel and iron and what have you sort of thing, they almost got an organic feel to them. They're quite amazing, actually. I do like steam trains. But yeah, trains overall are my preferred mode of transport, and yeah, let's just have a little zoom in on this shed, shall we? I'm just curious. Let's have a little nosy. Yeah, look, it's Thomas the Tank Engine, sorry. Oops, I'm shaking with laughter now. Yeah, oh, that's cool, man. Cool. Oh, it's a bit out of focus, was it? I couldn't, you know, it's really difficult to tell what I'm seeing sometimes, especially when I zoom in and stuff, guys, because this screen is really tiny, and then of course when the sun starts shining on it I can see even less. So, okay, right, so let's head towards the power station itself, and maybe Battersea Park, hopefully. Right, I shall catch you folks shortly. Bye for now. Okay folks, so there's the power station, the old Battersea power station. As I say, there's its iconic chimneys, and right next to it you can see this glass and steel construction. This is part of the new complex that they're building on this site. on that side. It's quite amazing actually. There's a massive regeneration of this area. You can see all these new ones over here as well. The park itself, Battersea Park, by the way, I don't know if you can just see the tops of those trees just over there. So that's where the park is. So we'll have a little wander over there. We're going across the bridge anyway in a moment. Yeah, so like I said, this is the Battersea Power Station. It's been the most iconic, you know, one of the iconic images of London. Maybe not touristy iconic-y, maybe, if that makes any sense. But you know, nonetheless, quite I think it's even listed actually, particularly the chimneys, funny enough. I think they're listed. I think it's like a grade 2 or something, grade 2 listed, which basically meant that they couldn't pull it down, they couldn't just destroy it because, you know, the historical significance of it, I think. Something like that. I mean, I forget when it was built, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't know a lot of the history of it, but I think it was maybe like, I don't know, 30s, maybe even earlier than that. I must admit, I haven't got a clue. Yeah, so I'm going to head to the park in a minute, and we'll have a little wander. Battersea Park's quite a nice place as well. I have done a couple of vlogs there before. I would suggest maybe about 2 years back, maybe a little bit longer, maybe about 2 or 3 years anyway. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. I was walking on the cycle path, I had no idea. Oops, sorry. I was walking on the cycle path and that lady had to go around me. Oh dear. I was just, because I'm too busy chatting, you see, I'm busy chatting and like I'm waffling away and I didn't realise I was actually walking on the cycle path. It's obviously the cycle path's there for the cyclists, not for the pedestrians. The fact that she had to then manoeuvre around me, I can imagine would be, you know, from her point of view, a bit frustrating, a bit like annoying. It's like, oh, you're on the cycle path. But she didn't seem to be too what's named about it. Alright, mate. Yeah, so yeah, sorry about that. What's this here? I've got to have a nosy. Oh, flipping heck. What am I like, eh? Right, nosy calling me. Oh look, see, I'm just thinking, do you get a better angle from this direction? Oh look, you see, look, there's the, look at all this construction, man. There's tons of construction going on around London. Tons of it. But that is pretty awesome, man. Anyway, yes, so, never been down here before, actually. I mean, under this particular, I've been down this road, but I've never walked under here. I was just curious about it. So, okay, yeah. I know it's not that exciting, folks, and it's not that necessarily that interesting, but I was just curious. As I said, nosy old coin me. And it doesn't really go anywhere or anything, it's just I'm not sure of the purpose of this, because there's the pavement, you see, and then you just got this little bit here. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe just for nosy coins like me that like to look at the construction of the bridges and what have you, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure what that's about. Anyway, right. So, yeah. Okay, so for now, I'm going to leave it here until we get to the park, and then we'll see what we can see. So for now, I shall leave it there, folks. Catch you guys later. Bye for now. Yeah, I just thought, whilst we're actually crossing this bridge, because some of the bridges in London are quite amazing in their own right, actually. Of course, when you get more central London that way, obviously then you got Tower Bridge and what have you, but even some of the bridges further out, yeah, I mean, look at this thing. They're quite It's a suspension bridge, isn't it? Yeah. Quite the sight, really. Yeah. Like I say, the park's over there. You got the Buddha, Buddhist, oh great, I can't speak. The Buddhist pagoda thing over there. So we'll head to that shortly. And then you got that other bridge over there, which I can't remember. I think that's, what is that bridge called again? Oh, I think I do know what that bridge is, but I just can't for the life of me remember. It'll pop into my head in a minute, I bet you. Yeah, it's Putney. I think that's Putney Bridge, actually. I think the other suspension bridge over there that you can see in the distance, minding that traffic out of the way, of course. Oh, thanks, coach. Oh, great, now a bus. Come out my way. Well, that bridge there, I think that is Putney Bridge, I think. But I must admit, I'm not 100% certain. Flipping it, there's a heck of a lot of things I don't know, isn't there? That's all they ever seem to say these days. It's like, oh, I don't really know what this is, I don't know what that is, I don't know what this is. Oh well, never mind. Fascinating, this bridge. Look at this bridge. See, I don't know what it is with me and construction things and stuff. I love to see the way things are made. Do you know? Oh, I don't know. Maybe, like I said, it's the creative side of me, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, I like things that are being made and created and, you know, I don't know. Something like that, I suppose. Nonetheless, stuff like this does fascinate me, I must admit. You know, look at that. Look, I love those gold ones over there. You can see those like buildings look like gold. You know, they're gold coloured at least. The ones shining in the sun there. That's quite fascinating. I'm pretty sure it's not gold plated or anything. Oh my good giddy aunt, you imagine that? People would be peeling it off. Oh dear. But it's gold coloured anyway, it looks gold coloured from here, it does anyway. Especially glinting in the sun like it was. Yeah, it's interesting. We might have a little nosy over towards that way as well. We're not going to be able to get that close to the construction site necessarily, but we'll see what we can see later. Because we kind of got to go in that direction after we've been to the park anyway, sort of thing, because home is in that general direction. So we shall be heading in that direction shortly. So you see now, I'm crossing over to the south side of the river. So that's sort of, you know, on the north side, if you like. North, well, it's not strictly speaking North London because it's central London, and actually I must admit, if you ask me which parts are north, east, west and south and all the rest of it, well, I know which south London is, you know what I mean, because obviously I live in it. So, but yeah, sort of north on that side of the bank and south on this side. So I'm now on home territory, if you like, in a sense. Look at that view, by the way, look at that. I love those clouds, I love the way the cloud base is. That's another thing with me, I love clouds. I may have mentioned this before, but I love the way they're all sort of seem to be on one particular level, you know what I mean? They're all sat like they're sat on some invisible thing that flattens the bottoms of them out. I love that, that's really cool. Right, so we're heading into a borough called Wandsworth. So again, technically speaking, we're now entering Wandsworth. But Wandsworth town centre and Wandsworth itself is, if I was walking, would be about another 20 minutes walk from here to the actual town centre of Wandsworth itself, if you like. Right, so that's where we're heading over there now. So I'm just going to get across this. I think there's a zebra crossing here or something, or traffic lights or something. So we're going to head across there in a minute. So yeah, okay. So for the time being, I know I said this before, but I'm definitely going to leave it here because I've got to cross the road and concentrate on what I'm doing. So I shall catch you guys later. Bye for now. Okay folks, so this is Battersea Park. This is the size of it. As you can see, it's got a bit of water in it as well. It's not as big as St James's, I reckon. And we will be going back to St James's possibly maybe Friday or Saturday, not sure, definitely the weekend, but I'm not sure yet, to be quite honest. So I'm going to stop sort of promising you guys or saying to you guys that I'm going to definitely do X, Y and Z, because you know, inevitably something comes along, or I change my mind or something. So I'm kind of like, I'm not going to necessarily say 100% that that's what we're going to be doing, so then I don't get you guys' hopes up. I mean, it's like this flipping Paris trip that I wanted to do, and sadly at the moment, I'm sorry folks, that it's just not going to be possible. I was hoping it would be, but like I say, just recently I've taken some financial hits that, you know, make it really difficult, so apologies for that. I'm actually going along this little trail. This is nice, sort of countryside-y. I like this. This is nice. I like little trails like this. They're really cool. Yeah, so like I said, the Paris trip for now at least is just on postponement. It's definitely going to be done. I'm determined to try and make it happen. Like I say, if I can sell some of this artwork, I don't know which way to go actually, because I'm thinking that it goes down, and I guess I want to head more to the I can't speak, to the pagoda. So I want to head more towards the pagoda really than, although the little nature traily thing is quite cool as well, especially in the sunshine. But yeah, so I definitely want to do the Paris trip. So like I say, hopefully if I'm successful in this little exhibition of mine and I manage to sell some work, which will be so super cool, then it'll be definitely happening, because I really want to go actually, I really do. See, I've never been abroad before, never been out of my country before, and you know, I'm a big believer that like travel does broaden your horizons, broadens your perspective, most definitely. You know, yeah, I think it's a great thing to do, sample other cultures and what have you, sort of thing. But I've just never had the means or the ability to before, you know, and also just the inclination had never cropped up in my head before, I guess. But yeah, anyway, so I definitely want to do the Paris trip at some point, and hopefully this year, hopefully in the summertime, which will be even better, and maybe even in the next few weeks, depending on how this art exhibition goes, you know. So okay, so let's head towards this pagoda thing. Yeah. Now, there was something else popped into my head for briefly, and now has disappeared again. Right, okay. For now, I shall leave it there, and I shall catch you guys later. Bye for now.